Vegas, bet it all. Put it on the Bucs win, whoever they gon' play gon' fall. Don't say I ain't told y'all. Loose cannons gon' fold y'all. Yeah, the Heat be 9-3, but it gets real cold in the fall. That's when the season start. Bucs come in 40 hard. Win after win, ripping the division apart. Panthers, they pussycats. Falcons got bird flu. Take the Ravens and Dolphins and open up a zoo. Cause one thing's for sure, better than the Bucs, they show lane. And every day in Tampa Bay, we say fuck the Saints. We in Tampa Bay, baby. 813 going crazy. Tampa, boy. This Bucs podcast be the greatest. Loose cannons blasting on them haters. And we in Tampa Bay, baby. Tell them where you from. 813 going crazy. Yeah. This Bucs podcast be the greatest. Loose cannons blasting on them haters. Now when I say the loose cannons, what? Do you know what I mean? I'm talking Bobby Latte, Stank Bastard, and Samurai Lee. You ain't never seen no hurt before, no podcast like this. These boys that entertain you, then take you on road trips, go to other cities, raid and pillage, watch Bucs kick ass.
What is up, Bucs Nation? It is Monday, December 8th, 2025. Although it does feel like Groundhog's Day to an extent. And you're watching the Loose Cannons podcast. I am your boy, the Samurai Ali. That's right, I said it weird because I'm fed up. And I'm joined as always by the Wonder Bread, White Bread, Stank Bastard. No
sourdough. I'm really sour today.
Sourdough?
Bro. I'm sourdough.
All right, sourdough.
Sour as fuck.
No Vixen as she's feeling a bit under the weather, so feel better.
Under the weather?
Under the weather. She's feeling a little bit under the weather, see? And Izzy's here, so, you know, that's going to be hit or miss. Stank! I don't know where to start. I don't want to say...
Speaking of hit or miss.
I don't want to be the guy that said I told you so, but in week 8, we beat these Saints, a 2-win team. And we all said that didn't feel like a win. We all said it made us feel like that was a loss. The defense that day outscored the offense. Man, and here we are weeks and weeks later. Feels like a year later, honestly. That's how taxing this season has been recently. I'm not an overreaction guy, Stank. You know that. I'm friends with Todd Bowles. I hate it that I'm friends with that guy and I have to come on here and go through this, okay? And I'm not a, I've given him some leeway in my opinion. But after watching that game yesterday, I'm sure you can agree with me that it does appear that the players are now going through the motions and not truly believing in anything they're being asked to do. Although it's on them as well. This is not all the coach's fault, what we saw yesterday. There were some issues from everything, and every part of the operation, the program, has been absolute garbage. And it's been building up to this moment, and it finally imploded upon itself yesterday in that game against the fucking terrible Saints team who didn't want to win that game. They tried not to win that game, okay? But it's apparent that this team has now gone stale. The players, the messaging, the effort, just everything, all of it. And I hate to say it because I think Todd Bowles is a good guy, and I think he's a smart coach, smarter than most people give him credit for. But I think the time has come. The time has come to go in a different direction in some respectful way. I'm not sure how they do it. Maybe they elevate him like some people keep saying. I'm not sure what the fuck he's going to do up there. But what happened yesterday is just unacceptable, man. From every part of it. The players, the coaches, even the fucking scoreboard operator. Everyone failed yesterday. It was embarrassing. I don't know. Like, I sat through my son's middle school basketball team this afternoon, Stank. And I've told you the story about this team, okay? This team lost a game tonight. 59-8, okay? I'm not the coach. 59-8. And that was less embarrassing for me to sit through and watch than yesterday at Raymond James Stadium.
Sam, there's just some things you don't do around here. And one of those is lose to the New Orleans Saints. Mm-hmm. And I get it. You know, our Super Bowl season, we lost to them twice. We had the last laugh, of course. We've had some really puzzling performances against them but you could argue they were a pretty fucking good football team back in those days. Had a really good head football coach, pretty washed but decent older veteran quarterback, and a defense that bit. This was a dog shit New Orleans Saints football team that didn't want to be there. They didn't want to win that football game, right? They didn't really give a fuck. Like this win hurt them. You know, like when you spank your kids, right? And you're like, this hurts me even more than it hurts you. That hurt them more than it hurt us. It really didn't hurt us in the long run. We still have to beat New Orleans or Carolina twice. Ultimately, it hurt our egos, and it just, you know, it showed us our fears are real, right? I mean, we all have concerns.
No, not concerns. They're not concerns anymore, Stank.
Okay. Well,
they're facts.
We all have feelings about this football team, and that just showed us all of our fears are true. They're real. Okay. This football team just doesn't have the Joes right now. You know, and the Joes that we do have, you know, aren't enough to outweigh the ones we don't. And I didn't hear an update, by the way, on Levante David leaving the stadium early. Was there an update on that? Was that real? Speaking of Joes,
that's what happened.
Did anybody ask the question today in the press conference?
I don't know.
What the fuck was that about?
So here's the thing: like, he has a lot of respect for Todd Bowles. Like, they're very, very close. For him to walk out like that is kind of weird to me, as a respect factor for his head coach. But he's fed up. Think about this. I'm thinking in his mind, this is his last year. We start out hot. He's thinking, man, I got a chance to end, you know, in that ride off in the sunset moment, possibly a chance. Like,
he played for Mike Smith. He's that frustrated. He's even more frustrated now.
Yes, he used to stand there and fucking answer questions after Mike Smith's defenses. You're right. That's a good example. But like, this team yesterday has proven what we've been saying. And two things: they're soft. They're just fucking soft.
They are.
They're soft mentally, and it didn't start out that way. But if it wasn't for Baker Mayfield at the beginning of this season, this is a completely different trajectory to start the year. If it wasn't for Baker and his magic, okay, and the fact that he hit a lot of problems on this team that we all pretended didn't exist, but as this season's gone on, they all fucking exist. We all know these problems exist. They're soft mentally. They're soft physically. They just don't have a desire. The offense, the guys look like they clearly do not believe at all in what they're trying to do. And you know what? It's fucking evident because of the results. They were 1 of 9 on intermediate passing yesterday. They can't complete the ball down the field. They can't get the ball across the middle. They can't just move the ball just even remotely NFL-like. Okay, with a team, by the way, the offensive line held up pretty good in pass pro yesterday. So it wasn't that. It wasn't that every time. No, the whole narrative that he's running for his life every play, that's not true. It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't terrible. Yeah,
they're not great.
They're not great, but he had time. And in those moments you're looking around, I'm like, where the fuck's he going to throw the ball? The routes don't make any sense. The scheme clearly doesn't fit the players, or the players don't fit the scheme. The scheme doesn't fit the fucking offensive play caller. None of it makes sense. Then you go to the other side of the ball. The other team is doing literally one thing at every third down. They're just throwing to the middle of the field where apparently nobody wants to cover anyone in a Saints uniform or a Cardinals uniform or a Patriots uniform or a Falcons uniform. I mean, it doesn't just any team. And then our defensive coach can't come up with an answer for that somehow. Whether it's the players missing their fits, whether it's the fucking guys being at the wrong spot at the wrong time, I don't like it. At some point, somebody has to be held accountable. And what I say 3 weeks ago after a fucking win, this team has no fucking accountability. And it's still here. And Levante David, I'm sorry, you're fucking part of the problem, man. You're part of the fucking problem. As much as I love you and respect you, and I think you're a Hall of Famer, you're part of the fucking problem. We don't have an asshole on this team. We don't have an asshole as a coach in terms of what I mean, as far as I know, he does chew them out. But apparently, how do you expect these guys to go out there and play for you, Stank, and fucking kill themselves when you got a fucking special teams coach who still has his job? How? How do you expect that account? How you can expect somebody to tell you I'm bored as your starting corner who we just paid, and you don't even bench him for a series when he's playing like absolute dog shit? I don't care about his interception yesterday. It was a fucking gimme, all right? Don't give me that shit. They attacked him the very first 2 plays of the game again, like every team does. Like, that's a problem, man. That accountability is a problem, and it's fucking time. And I love Todd as a guy. I do. And I respect the hell out of him. And he brought us a Super Bowl. That defense doesn't do what it does in that Super Bowl without Todd Bowles. But, man, it is fucking time to get younger. It's time to get younger, Stank. It's time.
Well, as luck would have it,
I know.
there might be a younger coach out there available. In just like 3-4 weeks from now. You know what? No, I'm just kidding. We don't want that fucking guy here. They don't want him over there either. And we have our own fish to fry, as they say. You can kind of kick the defense while they're down. I mean, we kind of knew what we're dealing with the defense, but defense actually made quite a few stops at the beginning of that football game and gave the offense plenty of opportunity. And we've said this before, to put some fucking points on the board to maybe take a little bit of pressure off the defense so they don't have to continue to just hold up and hold up and hold up. But the offense is a shit show. I'm way more disappointed in the offense than I am in the defense. I am, honestly. We know that with fucking Dennis, what we have to deal with. We know Levante just doesn't have the wheels anymore, right? We've lost our best pass rusher in Kancey. We tried to draft some additional help on the outside and take a shot at a veteran, in Hassan, and Hassan can't stay healthy and really hasn't been that impressive anyways. I feel like our secondary has improved, but it doesn't matter if you're not getting any fucking pass rush out there. I feel like it's, and coaching wise, Todd just has shown he's not willing to be risky. He's not willing to play press all the time or play ugly or get dirty. He'd rather just sit there and die by a fucking thousand cuts or whatever the fuck you want to say. This offense fucking sucks right now. Okay,
sucks, dude. It sucks.
4 or 5 weeks now. It's unwatchable.
Stank. It has sucked all year. People don't want to fucking be factual about it. It has sucked
outside of the Seattle game
all
I think
year.
You're right.
Yeah, and you know what? The only reason it didn't suck that day was because Baker Mayfield literally played the definition of a perfect game. If that is what you need in order for your offense to squeak out a win, by the way, to squeak out a fucking win, then that's not an offense. That's just not. Yesterday's best play on offense was Baker Mayfield running for a first down so he wouldn't die. That's not a fucking offense, man. I watch teams, the Browns have nobody on offense. And Shedeur fucking Sanders throwing the ball, and he almost had 400 fucking yards yesterday. Everybody in the NFL can accidentally throw for 200, 300 yards. It's not that fucking difficult, man. And you know what? I'm with you. As much as the defense was annoying to watch yesterday, they stopped that team to 7 points in the first half or 10? I don't even remember, right? How many times have we turned the ball over? And you know how many touchdowns we've scored off of 16 turnover plays in this, not counting fourth down stops this season? 3 touchdowns. 3. Not once have we gotten a sudden change in any game and turned around and thrown the ball down the field. Not once do we attack down the field. And when we do, we call a fade route to the slowest person on the fucking field. Not on the slowest person on our offense, the slowest person on the field. And Cade Otton in the rain, and he doesn't wear gloves. Or I don't know what, none of it makes sense. And I'm going to ask you this question, Stank. All of these games in, okay? We're 7-6. We played 13 fucking games. What is our bread and butter on offense? Tell me, what's our bread and butter on offense, Stank?
Our run game is probably the best part.
We don't run the ball well. What the fuck are you smoking?
You asked me what we do the best.
Yeah, yesterday Baker said in tough games, in tough moments, in 4th and 1 and 4th and 2, you got to be able to lean on what your bread and butter plays are. And right. I said, what the fuck are your bread and butter plays, Baker?
Oh, okay. We don't do what we do best very well. I didn't say we're a dominant run.
Well, that's what I'm looking for. What do we do best?
We don't dominate anywhere.
Thank you.
Baker going out there and freelancing and pulling us, pulling a rabbit out of his hat. That's what we do best. That's what we did best under Liam. That's what we did best under Dave. And ultimately it's our best fucking our play. The only difference is Liam had some fucking balls, okay? And fuck that guy, by the way. He's a snake. He's a bitch. And all those who are out there crying for Liam and I don't care.
There's a lot of shit people don't even know what happened in that whole thing. But whatever.
Ownership, Jason, they made a decision. They tried to pay the guy to keep him. He ended up snaking him and stabbing him in the fucking back and went and got paid. Cry about it. Doesn't matter. The bigger error is going with a continuity hire in Josh Grizzard, a guy who clearly isn't qualified to be an NFL offensive coordinator. You're not going to make a change in the middle of the season. And you know what? I think they all wanted it. Baker liked the guy. I think
it made sense. It wasn't a stupid decision.
It made sense. The problem is, and I don't give a fuck if you put the guy in the same kitchen with the same ingredients. you better know how to fucking be Master Chef, bro. You better be a Gordon Ramsay. He's not. All right. He may know some things, but he's way too fucking green. He just doesn't understand how to set defenses up, how to keep flow. His play calling, at times you're like, oh, that was a pretty good play call. And then he'll come back and try to do something fucking, trying to just outsmart teams rather than take the easy fucking play in the yard. Like, New Orleans didn't do anything special yesterday at all. They just took what we gave them.
They did nothing.
And we're out here still trying to run half our plays behind the line of scrimmage and run these fucking misdirection plays and shit. Like, everybody sees it coming. Hey, newsflash, Josh Grisard. These defensive coaches know what you're going to do every week, dude. Every week.
It looks like he hasn't changed a game plan since week 1. It looks like the same shit over and over. And you know what? First few weeks are like, all right, they're shuffling the line. He's got to play it kind of close to the vest. They can't do everything. But man, the excuses are done. And this whole notion that you can't be creative when your players are out, it's backwards. I've kind of held my tongue for the majority of the year, but it's backwards. When I have my stars on the field, I don't have to be creative. I can lean on the talent just out-talenting sometimes, right? Mike Evans is just going to make you a play. Baker's going to make you a play. But when you don't have your stars, that's when you're supposed to shine as a coach. That's when you're supposed to shine as a schemer, as a drawer of plays. You're supposed to say, you know what? This guy, Sterling Shepard's not going to get open on his own. I've got to get him open. I've got to generate opportunities for these guys. No, we've been somehow programmed to give these guys excuses because, oh, Mike Evans isn't out there. It's tough. Yeah, it is. That's why you get paid. You're not a high school coach. You're in the fucking NFL. Okay? This whole, and then everyone's saying, oh, the defense is a bigger problem. I don't understand when we decided that if the defense is garbage, then the offense is allowed to be garbage too. I've been saying this for weeks. At the lowest moment, this team should be in a shootout. Just because your defense gives it up every time they touch the field doesn't mean you can't score too. And by the way, they've turned the other team over every week. We stop them on 4th down every week. And what do we do with that? We probably don't even have field goals if we're not starting in field goal range most of the time. That's inexcusable. I can't pretend that's not happening. But all these things continue to happen, and so you have to say, head coach, you haven't changed anything. Head coach, you're not in that room. You're not saying, hey, I can tell what you're going to fucking call, dude. Like, we're calling plays from the fucking stands. The defense of the Saints, who are terrible, were in the backfield on every handoff. Every handoff. And you're running Bucky into the teeth of the defense over and expecting something miraculously different to happen. Other than that one play, what did he do yesterday? Like, he's coming back from injury. Be smart. The use of personnel makes no sense. I mean, it's a fucking mess. And what happens, Stink? I get home. I think I texted you or Corey from Nashville. I'm watching this other team play on TV, and I'm like, why the fuck does it look so? It's like they're playing a different sport. It's so easy. You don't have to watch
another game, Sammer. Just watch the.
It looks so hard for us.
Right. Just watch how we give teams easy plays. Nobody's willing to give us a fucking thing because they don't have to. They don't have to. We scared nobody, bro. Listen, the guys are running out there right now, scare nobody.
Nobody.
And it's just because they have the answers to the fucking test. Real quick, we've got some fucking super chats. Izzy, you want to go ahead and give love to those who donate to this show? Everybody's fucking pissed off right now.
Yeah. So we got B Shuck first with a $10 super chat. If all of that is true, they have to fire everyone. And then Cali Bucks with a $5 super chat. I wasn't surprised that the Bucks lost. That game looked to be trending that direction the whole time. You can't separate from a bad team. Shit's a joke.
He's right.
We can't separate from any team.
No, I mean, speaking of separation, we got a guy in Cade Otton, okay? He gets the job done. Now, I'm not going to fucking act like he's not useful, but to line him up at wide receiver 30% of the time and to have the defense look at you and you expect them to be afraid of that. All the motions that we send, the Bucky motion where he goes out and he comes back into the backfield. No one gives a shit. No one's watching it. No one's watching that shit. No one cares about anything that we're doing on offense. We trot guys out there. The defense doesn't give a shit. They're not scared. And then you go to the other side of the ball. Other than Vita Vea, okay? Who the fuck scares you on that defense? Nobody. Antoine Winfield. Where the fuck are you, bro? You got paid. Where the fuck are you? Make a play. Do something. Get the guys in the huddle and fucking yell. I don't care. Like, where is that? Levante David's aging. I can't blame him too much. Father Time's undefeated. He's losing a battle that no one's ever fucking won, so I can't rag on him too much. But at the same time, there are plays to be made there. Deion Jones catches and interceptions might be different, all right? Levante David, third down in a key fucking drive in the game late in the fourth quarter, misses the tackle. Other angles, tons of times where we could have stopped, and they were in places to make plays. Guys should have made catches. And Mecca, catch the fucking ball, bro. Not every pass is going to be perfect in the rain. You got to catch it. Hits your hands. And you know what? And Mecca's going to be on the show and say the exact same thing. So don't give me some shit that I'm ragging on that guy. But come on, man. Like, to get that to actually get the ball back, Stink, with the 2 minutes left, we got 9 yards. 9! In 4 plays, we got 9 yards. What? Explain that shit. How do you not have a play for 4th and 2 every time? First time, all right, cool, didn't work. You took a risky pitch play. All right, I'll write it off. Second time, you still don't have a play for 4th and 1? You don't have a play for 4th and 1? You don't have a play for 4th and 2? You have a play for 3rd and, like, come on, dude. At some point, you got to say, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, boys. Not only does he not know what the fucking answers are, he doesn't know where the fuck to look for the answers in Grizzard.
That's because this
bullshit.
It's a hot potato pass offense, honestly. That's what it looks like.
It makes no sense.
Baker back there clearly doesn't feel good with the play calling. Definitely doesn't feel comfortable in the pocket. And obviously knows like his options are limited out there. And he's not playing phenomenally either. He needs to do better too. But it's just the domino effect of it all. He's the least of my worries on this team. And the excuses are built in. The interior of this line, dreadful. It's fucking bad. Okay. And yesterday we had Bound Chicka Wow Wow playing left tackle out of his fucking mind. I didn't even hear his name the entire game. That dude.
Unbelievable game for a rookie. Yeah.
Unbelievable fucking game for a rookie. But other than that, man, it's just, you can't count on anything. And I don't know, even with the addition of Jalen and Mike, you're not gonna be able to fix that pass protection up front. You're just not. You can
scheme around it. I see teams do it all the time. I know they're more experienced.
Josh Grizzard can scheme around it?
No, Josh Grizzard can't scheme around a high school defense.
Okay.
All right.
Hey,
Josh Grizzard.
Mudfish Matt, by the way, Mudfish Matt just donated a bunch of memberships, including one to one of our interns.
Yep. They don't get paid enough on this show. Wow. I'm so sorry. They have to actually pay to be members of the show. GC Steve says, 999 super chat. Thank you. Hire Kingsbury next season as head coach. Get rid of all these coaches. Fire the damn cannons. Go Bucs. I don't want Kingsbury anywhere near this team. Guy has proven he can't be a head coach. And you know what? What happens when Jaden Daniels not on the field? He looks like he doesn't know how to scheme guys open either. So no thanks. If I'm getting a coach, I'm going after Clint Kubiak in Seattle. Similar team there. He's got a similar wide receiver in JSN to Emeka. He's taken a quarterback who's had his, ups and downs and turned him into a pretty damn good player. I mean, I know the Minnesota Vikings had a hand in that. And he'd be bringing a young defensive coach from that McDaniel system with him. That'd be a fucking phenomenal win. Or you go back and get, what's his name? Steelhaas. They interviewed last year with the Rams, and they didn't make him the offensive coordinator. But I'm a little hesitant to just give a guy a head coaching job when I haven't even seen him call plays. So man, that's a little bit different.
It just sucks that we're having this conversation.
It is. It's shitty.
I hate divorce. All right. I just hate it. I don't like it. Oh, we're out there shopping for somebody new and sexy. I just fucking hate this shit. Clearly it's going to be somebody familiar with Baker and Baker's game. He's going to be the factor. And for those out there who are like, oh, we're going to have to evaluate whether or not. No, we're not. We're not.
We have some
I
super
love you,
chats.
John, but no, we're not. Lots of super chats.
Cali Bucks 999 super chat. Thank you. Players are watching their teammates and hoping someone else makes the play. Where's the gang tackling? Effort has been piss poor all season. I see a bunch of individuals that don't see a team. 100%. You're right. That's called accountability. That's called give a fuck. Honestly, that's called give a fuck. That's called guys not believing. Has our team given up on our coaches? Fuck OC Grizz. Says a guy named Grizz, by the way. Is this Josh Grizzard donating to shit on his own head? 199 super chat.
Bro.
I like that.
So. This is something I would do, honestly. Yeah. I'm that self-deprecating where I would go on a podcast where people were actually talking shit. If Ken Barrett had a podcast about me, I'd go on there and watch and donate and be like, that guy's, you're right, Ken. That we don't like him.
Guy's terrible. Bucks Nation HBK says 999 super chat. I can only say fuck the Saints. Never been so down after a loss. It's tough to hit gold on 3 OCs in a row. Shaking my head. Yeah, I guess. But okay. That's a shitty excuse. I don't think it should be this difficult for a team with this talent. That's the problem. If this was the Dirk Cutter offensive roster, I'd be like, you know what? There's only so much you can do with some shit like this. But it's not the case. It's just not. I just refuse to believe that it's hard to figure out a way to get the ball to Chris Godwin other than 3 times in the first half. I just refuse to believe that it's hard to call a pass play that goes beyond the fucking sticks. Throw it past the sticks. Just once. Oh, actually they did yesterday 3 times. Guess what happened, Stank? 3 completions, 3 first downs. Oh, unbelievable. Well, are you telling me that if you throw the ball past the line to gain, you might gain the yards needed to pass the line? I don't even know what to fucking say to that shit.
How is Servassier Dennis still a starter? Can we listen? You talked about your love for Todd, and I feel the same. But who in the right mind as a head football coach is going to continue to let a guy like that
try something different,
hurt the rest of the guys out there? He doesn't know what he's doing, Todd.
No.
Everybody can see it. My fucking wife, who doesn't watch football, would be able to be like, that guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing out there. He's still asking Levante where to line up. It's pretty bad, and we can see it from the bird's eye view at the stadium. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's awful in coverage. I was serious. I would rather put a small guy like Izzy out there. At least he's going to be able to cover well. Maybe he's a liability in the run game. I don't care. I just don't care.
But you have
that
a
guy
Tyke
can't be on the football team. Put Tyke there. But something should have changed a long time ago.
Weeks ago.
Deion Jones would have been a better option.
He's terrible too, actually. I don't want him, but the whole point remains. You can go into a scenario where you play Izzy and Tyke and Antoine at the same time, and Levante there in the middle. And you know what? You take your turns with Izzy and Tyke playing close to the line of scrimmage and run support. And if they have to be in coverage, they'll probably do way better than fucking Servassier Dennis. All right. He's good in run, but people pick on him. It's clear that there's no understanding of what he's supposed to be doing out there. So why not try something different? Here's the other one. Hold on. Wait, one last thing. All these other teams I keep watching who are forcing one-on-one matchups with their defensive linemen, they're going to a 5-man front. Not a blitz, a 5-man front. Try it. What the fuck do you have to lose? Like, I just don't get it, man. So that's the frustrating part.
I'm not going to pretend I know how to scheme NFL offenses or defenses, okay? What I will say, though, imagine this scenario, okay? You're out there, you're Levante, you're out there, you're the old lion, bro, right? You're out there just breaking, you're doing everything you possibly can. Right, you go into this defensive meeting on Monday morning or Tuesday morning or whatever, and you sit there, and Todd gets up in front of the guys, and he's just, hey, Levante, you got to do this, or he's giving guys criticisms, and their position coaches are in there giving guys criticisms on what they're doing, and then you got a guy like Servassier who's just making mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake and not being held accountable. That is going to turn the rest of the guys off in there. Like, ultimately, they're a team of 11, but if one guy continues to shit himself out there and isn't showing very much improvement, but is continue to be allowed to do so, of course they're going to tune you the fuck out, bro. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man.
To not step in and tell your special teams coach, hey, from now on, kick it into the end zone. Like, teams have some teams just know, you know what, this coverage doesn't work for us. We're just gonna give up the extra 5 yards, let them start at the 35. Just kick it into the end zone. Yesterday, the Saints kicked a line drive that hit our player and went into the end zone, and we started at the 25. I don't even fucking know the rules. It didn't matter. We didn't return it. That was the whole point. If we can't cover, we can't fucking do anything right in terms of returning a kick, just kick it into the fucking end zone. Like, this kind of shit. Like, how are we not understanding this? If your special teams coach doesn't get it because he's an idiot, you're the head coach. You're supposed to say something. You're supposed to say, hey, I don't give a fuck what you want to do. I'm the boss. Don't kick it anymore to anyone who can catch it. Kick it out of the end zone. I don't want to see it. Like, if I own a fucking restaurant, I say, we're not doing cheeseburgers anymore. I was like, well, the customers really like cheeseburgers, and my line cook is really, really good at cheeseburgers. I don't give a fuck. We don't have cheeseburgers on the menu anymore. That's it. Don't make a fucking cheeseburger. That's it. If I find out the cheeseburgers are killing people, fuck it. No more cheeseburgers. Like, it ain't that difficult. Izzy. Super chats.
No, hold on, Izzy. Izzy, you're not allowed to read this one, okay? All right.
There's more. There's a bunch.
You know it's bad when mom shows up. All right. You know things are fucked up when mom shows up, and Mama Michelle is here.
Yeah.
She's been texting me all day today. And she said she's fucking over it. You know what I'll say for you, Michelle? We need a clean house, go younger. And at this point, I don't care if we go to the playoffs. We don't deserve it.
We don't.
I can't blame you for feeling that way. Because that football team that just lost to a 2-10 football team, our most hated rivals, and they just allowed that to happen. Fuck you. All right? Fuck Seriously. You. I hope you guys see this in this locker room. Fuck you. That sucked.
Made us look like idiots. Made us look like idiots.
They did.
Man, like, do you think I like to look like a fucking idiot, thing? You think I like to be embarrassed? Come on, man. Come on. Me and you are out there every day during the offseason shitting on the Saints. It's literally our ground. It's like our job at this point. And they do that job. Yesterday. They do that.
They spit in my face.
I give them hard-earned money to go sit in those really nice club seats where I don't get rained on. All right? But I felt like I got rained on yesterday by everybody's fucking spit.
I felt like they wanted to get fucked by the Saints. We're out here saying fuck the Saints. They laid back. Yeah. They laid back. They spread eagle, and they said, come get this, Poppy. And exactly what happened. We had to just sit there and fucking squirm in our chairs while we had some fucking bubble mouth, dumb motherfucker, Creole piece of shit in front of us actually talking shit to me in my own stadium. In my own stadium.
I had my kids there, okay? The 2 weeks of the season where I let them, I
just got in trouble.
The 2 weeks in the season that I allow my children to say the word fuck, they had to sit through that and look at me and say, how did we lose to this team? Dad, I can't believe Zane told me this is the worst football game I have ever watched in my entire life. He's 7, so it's not a lot to dig into in terms of the bag. But I mean, come on, that made me sad because now this kid doesn't want to go to another football game after that. I mean, sure he does now, but come on, Izzy, please read these other chats.
Wait, one more
we got
thing.
more.
I need you to do this live on the show. You and Todd Bowles text or have texts. Text him right now. You made my son cry. Right now, live on the show.
That.
You made my son cry.
Fuck it. What do we got to lose?
All right. Well, while you're texting Todd Bowles, King Sorrowful, $2. JPP is going to make Hall, Dennis, and McCollum cry. Presley, Texas, $1.99. Sammer, call your boy Jason and coach the offense.
Great point.
And Bucko Biscuit, $4.99 super chat. We got JPP back today. Hopefully, whatever fingers he has left, he can use them and smack some of these players around to get them to do something.
Nuclear Fuel says we need to be cheered up. Sammer, it's Jerry time. I don't even think Jerry Jones will make me. I don't think Jerry Jones will make it better.
Hey, if we had Jerry on this podcast, he would talk about something completely fucking different. Just completely not even talk about the game.
He would derail the show.
Hey, he's got enough fingers to fucking hold a Super Bowl trophy. We've seen that before. So, why not? Why not?
We can talk about this JPP thing. We can talk about this. I mean,
of course. Why not bring JPP in? Why not bring Shaq back? Hey, we tried last season, or was it the season before?
Simeon looked pretty good the other week.
Listen, Sue's got a podcast about financials. Exactly. That sucks. All right. Nobody wants to hear. I want to hear you shit on a quarterback's face is what I want to hear. Nobody wants to talk to you about fucking where to fucking invest my money. Yeah, like maybe we need to get the fucking crew back together and the first Avenger back in the building. JPP, I like it. I fucking like it. I do.
Man. What's sad about that? I don't think he's going to do much on the field, and I don't
care.
I understand this whole we're going to bring him in. He's going to be good for the locker room. Come on, dude. You're not coming in from the streets saying anything to any of these guys and expecting them to listen. They're going to be like, dude, you weren't even fucking here yesterday. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, that's not how it works in locker rooms. You can just walk in and all of a sudden everyone's like, oh shit, we better listen to what JPP has to say because he hasn't been here in 2 years. Like, what the fuck? There's no need. That doesn't do anything. It doesn't accomplish anything. But that's how sad you have to understand. That's what they think of their own locker room. the people who decided to make this move, that they think bringing in an outside washed, pass rusher to come in and yell at the kids. They basically are admitting that they just hired an ass-chewing consultant, okay? Hey, listen, we need you to come in. We need you to chew ass, all right? Levante may have been like, hey, go sign my boy JPP. Enough is enough. I just need him to cuss some motherfuckers out, and I can't do it because I'm too nice, and I'm a leader in this locker room from a nice perspective. I need somebody to go in there and chew some ass. Maybe that's what it's a desperate move.
It is. It's basically single mom who has to like crawl back to deadbeat dad and be like, can you come chew out, our son over here? He's not listening. I need you to step in now because I can't parent. And that's what Todd Bowles is saying to us right now. I can't. He's looking at these guys in the locker room. They're young. They're listening to music he doesn't like, and he's like, I can't anymore with these kids.
Had enough of these kids.
I've had enough. He threw his hands up. Yep. He threw his hands up in the air. I can't deal with these kids. And so he called Daddy JPP in to fucking bring the belt out, right? Belt to ass BTA. Belt. I keep on saying, isn't that what the kids are saying?
Yeah, BTA.
Hey, Joe Bucs fan TV just donated $3.99. Not a lot of money, but thanks, Joe. And they asked, did Todd Bowles write back?
He actually did. He said,
did he?
It sounds like a simple miscommunication. Wow.
Cali Bucks with a $1.99 super chat. Bowles not being cupcake for chewing guys out.
What? What?
Oh, well, I read that so horribly.
You
crap.
What? What?
Not being capable.
God, you saw the word capable. And
I don't know how.
Cupcake. You said cupcake.
He's a. You know what? Todd Bowles is a cupcake right now.
You're dialexic. That's what you are.
Wait, I'm looking at the word CAPABLE. How did you get cupcake out of that, bro?
I read it.
Can you go full screen on Izzy's face right now?
That was horrible. I apologize. We need to execute better. It's all about communication.
Shut up, dude. King Cook is right. I've been saying this for fucking the entire. Have we seen one edge rusher on this team spin? Just once. One spin move. Any move that wasn't just a bull rush.
You got a bunch of fucking cupcakes out there.
Yeah, who are not capable, apparently. Kubiak is good with me, says GC Steve, or Steve, GC Steve, 499 Super Chat. Kubiak is good with me. My point is we need a young, innovative, offensive-minded coach. I wish we had one in-house. Oh, wait, we did. Listen, dude, those of you who want to go on this Liam Cohen nonsense, they told Liam, name your price. Liam named his price. And they basically told him, you will be the next head coach of this team. Okay? It was basically just wait another year. And he agreed. And then he decided, you know what?
And then he said, hold on, my pediatrician's calling.
My pediatrician in another town apparently really needs my kids.
And he clicked over and then he left them on hold and never came back.
And so they didn't like that. And I'm sure none of you would have kept an employee who did that to you too. Okay? So don't fucking act like you would. If your girlfriend decided, you go, hey, listen, I love you. I want to marry you. And she says, you know what? I love you too. I say yes. And you put that ring on her finger. And before that ring's even fucking situated, she looks at the next guy who walks by and says, God, I'd love to suck his cock. Would you just allow it? Would you just be okay with that? No. Hey, no.
Hey, you see the owner of the fucking Jaguars mustache, though. If he FaceTime you,
I'm just saying these people are like, we had Liam, we had him.
He's twisting the stash with right in one hand. Right? He's got a gold bar in the other hand.
Stroking his dick in his third hand.
Exactly. He's like, why would you want to go back to Tampa, man? What does that make you like the?
What was that? Why does he talk like that? What is that supposed to be?
Because I didn't want to do the accent that I wanted to do. I was gonna do it.
I don't think he talks like that. I think he has a British accent, actually. But nonetheless, I agree.
Somebody verify. One of the interns verify.
I agree with you. I agree with you. But at the end of the day, too, people want to act as if the Bucs were in this clear position to just fire their head coach, who the entire team was playing very hard for. That wasn't a move that was just going to go over well with everybody in the locker room. Especially, by the way, Levante David. Okay, you want no Levante David? He probably also. How is Liam Cohen just going to all of a sudden have a better defense when he's the head coach here? I don't see how that defense would be any better. Is Liam Cohen a magician or a wizard to where he all of a sudden has no injuries? He has the injury button turned off on his form of Madden. Is that going to happen? This whole rainbows and fucking sunshine scenario, if you would have fired the guy, doesn't fucking exist. It's not real. Maybe there's another alternate timeline where none of these guys get injured and Liam Cohen's the fucking head coach and his face is still ugly and he didn't take Ozempic and he looks the same and we're fucking in the Super Bowl. Maybe that exists.
Hey,
I don't fucking know.
Hey, we can all
Does
agree
it?
It's a little more than Ozempic, bro.
Ozempic, Coke, something.
It's all, yeah, he is.
That pharmacist must be selling him something else. Or not the pharmacist, that pediatrician.
He is on that Jacksonville Tunchi. He is tuned up. He's tuned up on the sidelines.
This Taylor Gray, 6174, 499 super chat, thank you, says, think it would help if Todd would give up play calling. So this is an interesting question, Stank. What scenario would you be accepting of for Todd Bowles to return as head coach? Name the entire staff. What scenario would you be okay with Todd Bowles still remaining the head coach next year?
NEC championship game.
And you'd let him continue being defensive coordinator, keep Grizzard, everything stays the same.
We get to the NEC championship game, he keeps his job. Absolutely. Yeah, he keeps his job. No, it's not going to happen, but that's the only way. My only way is if Todd Bowles agrees to hire another actual defensive coordinator, a young defensive coordinator who will bring in his system close enough to at least keep the guys that we have that matter. I know it's very long shot. He won't even get rid of the fucking special teams. I'm telling you, I'm not saying it's not going to happen. Dude. I'm not saying it's reality. I'm telling you the only way that I would accept Todd Bowles back as head coach is this scenario, and Josh Grizzard is gone. That's the only way. And I would love to hire the kid from the Rams, anybody from the Rams at this point, because I think that's where they should have gone. Somebody on Twitter said they kick him upstairs like they did Bruce. What is he going to do up there, though? What's he going to do? Doesn't matter. They're paying him, so they may as well give him a job as a team consultant. The team loves him. The guys in the locker room love the guy. We all agree. Like, they really do love Todd. But I and by the way, not listening anymore. Jason Light isn't going anywhere. Hey, come here. All right, that guy on Twitter who brings you into this. Hey, come here. Not going anywhere. Okay, I get it. You're right. He's responsible too. He would come on this podcast and admit mistakes have been made, right? Certain players, positions needed additional attention. Certain coaches that may have gotten hired, probably not the right decisions. So I nobody here saying that he's, he doesn't deserve some criticism, because he does, but he's not going anywhere, guys. Shut the fuck up with that. The ownership really trusts Jason, and they don't meddle in what Jason does unless he has a massive misstep, which I don't foresee happening. And they trust him. So at this point, it's going to be who Jason wants to have as his head coach, who Jason wants to hire and fire. And Todd Bowles is not the only guy hiring the OC. Okay, I mean, it's a group decision. Todd Bowles isn't even a Jason Light hire, if you really want to think about it, right? That was another continuity hire because Tom stabbed Bruce Arians in the back. Oops, I mean, Bruce decided to retire. So, shit happens. And somehow we've still maintained a certain level of success, and it's been better than we all expected post Tom Brady. I think we can all agree on that, right? I don't know, man. Everybody deserves the heat right now, though. I will say that. Everybody. Sure. But they've navigated some shitty waters after the Tom Brady contract and the guys that they paid during that little window of opportunity that they had. And it's, this was the year, though, that some of those kind of excuses are gone. They drafted a lot of defensive players. Should have drafted a couple of, I still don't understand how we didn't draft a linebacker. I mean, I don't get it, man. I just don't. Why did we draft Graham Barton? I said it when it happened. I'll say it now. Could have had a handful of dudes who were playing just as well at center, better at center, who were drafted in the same year, much later. Okay. We could have had a guy like, Edgerrin Cooper, linebacker for the fucking Packers, we could have traded down and got him. And he's a stud right now. Okay. He was a stud before Micah Parsons arrived too. Don't fucking give me that bullshit. So there's a couple of moments in there. Yeah, sure. Like Graham Barton's not a center. I don't care what, he's not a center. And don't look now, but he's Bob Hennessy playing out of his fucking mind. Best year of his career by far. A guy who the Bucs forced, by the way, to become a center. They forced him to change his position. They forced him to learn and train and become a completely different guy. And then when it was time, and I said, keep him. I said, fucking keep him. Even for 1 year, keep him. He had to go. And now he's turned into a fucking good center for the Jaguars, which I hate to say.
So that's a miss. And you know what? No one's perfect. Not saying, anyone's supposed to be. So there's just these moments, right, that come up, and then you got to talk about them, and the Bucs will fucking point to them and talk about them just as much as we will. But yesterday was bullshit, man. It was bullshit, and it makes me. I never root against my team. I never root for the Bucs to lose. I never root for a team to lose just so the coach gets fired. But I've been loud about certain coaches getting fired, like Schiano, for instance, in the past. But I really don't think we deserve to be in the playoffs. I just don't. And I don't want to see us in the playoffs.
Why? Because we almost lost to a 3-8 Arizona Cardinals team, and we just lost to a 2-10 New Orleans Saints team at home who, like I said, it hurt them. It hurt their draft status to beat us. That wasn't a good win for them. They didn't want it, right? But they just it doesn't matter, bro.
They accidentally won. I mean, if three guys can somehow tackle, if three guys can tackle a quarterback in the backfield on one play, they're kicking a field goal. Except he runs out of that somehow. I still don't get it. For like 20 more yards and a touchdown. How? How does a sack for -8 yards turn into a 25-yard touchdown? I don't even know how to put that in math terms. That won the game.
It's just so stupid. And for old people like me and Rendax, Ren's way older than me, way older. But old people like me remember the blooper videos. Like, we are just providing the content. If they ever started making those again, that was a fucking put in the little clown noise zinger, like wing. Like those fucking buzzsaw noises and shit.
Yeah.
Like and the players are falling all over themselves, and in your fucking fat pudgy rookie quarterback is like zing, and slides out of the back, and everybody's like, uh-oh, and then he's just rumbling, bumbling, stumbling in the end zone. It's so fucking listen, it's so bad, bro.
They show Levante like this on the sidelines. Like, I mean, come on. It was a fucking mess out there yesterday. The rain didn't help matters. But you know what's weird? It would stop raining when the Bucs had the ball. So
did you see Grizzard's play calling during the rain? What?
It's play calling. Yeah.
Clearly never he didn't have that in his playbook.
He's like, "Where's my high school playbook? Where's my high school playbook?"
It's a pretty decent downpour.
Here's what's crazy, Stank. The best drive of the game was 7 straight runs down the field to score a touchdown.
Oh, well, they were feeding the big running back in the rain? That guy?
Crazy thought,
when you're feeding the running back who's kind of hard to take down and can be physical between the tackles, so you kept on feeding him, and then you just go, whatever the fuck you do. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, people come on here or leave comments all the time. You guys are friends with Rashad. This is a Rashad Glaze podcast.
We do.
Dude, yeah, we are. You know what? We are friends with Rashad. I'm good friends with him, but I'm not saying the things I'm saying because of that. It just doesn't make sense to shove your tiny little running back who's struggling and coming off an injury a million times in the middle of the fucking defense who knows what you're running. At least give yourself a chance with a guy who could fall forward, a guy who could break a tackle, a guy who's used to getting tackled in the backfield by the first fucking guy who hits the line. Like, and Rashad proved that. He should have scored that touchdown. They gave it to Tucker, whatever. Those two guys run differently than Bucky, and I love Bucky, but come on. The entire game before that 20-yard run or whatever the fuck it was, what did he do? He couldn't do shit behind that defense and that offensive line. Bro. So why continue to do it over and over again?
Hey, and Grizzard must have some type of fetish seeing Bucky get his ass whooped back there.
There's something there, man. He must hate Bucky. More. I think he hates Bucky. He hates every running back on this team. He puts every one of them in a bad situation every time. Listen to this. Rashad White was one of the best pass-catching running backs at turning third downs and first downs over the last couple of years before Grizzard takes over. This year, he's 0 for 10 on third down completions. He in terms of turning him into first downs. Chris Godwin is 1 for 9 at converting first downs on third down. His name was literally third in Godwin. What are we doing? How did we become? We went from 53% last year, Stank, on conversion rates on third down to this year somehow one of the worst in the NFL, and yet we're actually closer in terms of the yards to gain. We are less. We were at 7. Last year we were at 7.8. 7 yards to gain on average on third down, and we are somehow worse than we were last year.
What was our percentage yesterday? We went for it on fourth down, I don't know.
1 of 12. Times? 1 of 12, I think it was. Like what? Like somebody's 3-point rate.
Bro, it was pathetic. It really was. We were going on for 4th downs when we shouldn't have been going for 4th. It was desperate. There was so much desperation in the air. That was pathetic. It was.
Yeah, I don't get it. We have a million voicemails that we have to get through.
All right.
This show's somehow gone on for 50 minutes.
Voicemails? I heard people were demanding that their voicemails be played. How about go fuck yourself? I don't care who you are. I don't care how much you've donated or how long you've been a fan. If you demand and cry and pout because your voicemails don't get played because we don't like them or we can't get to them, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, maybe you guys listen. You guys got to leave your voicemails by 6 p.m. the night of the show. You have from halftime all the way until 6 p.m. the next fucking day, okay, on Mondays to get that shit to me. And if it's not there, I can't help you. Don't leave me a voicemail during the show. I'm not going to get to it. Let's see, make sure. All right, let's go to the fucking bottom. God, these fucking voicemails.
And we can talk shit about our interns, but you better watch your mouth. You know who you are.
Yeah, they're my little fucking siblings. Now I'll stick my foot between both of those fucked up looking eyes of Izzy's, but none of yous can. This is from Bucs Basement.
What's up, guys? It's Bucs Basement. Season ticket holder for 6 years, and well, what is there to say, man? Honestly, at this point, the team has been the definition of mediocrity since Todd Bowles became the head coach, and well, we're seeing it in full form, and it's like, damn, what else needs to be said at this point? He's been this way since he became the head coach. You cannot be telling me, oh, he wins the NFC South. No. Winning the worst division in football multiple years in a row is not a flex. It has never been a flex and will never be a flex because all it gets you is an embarrassment on wild card weekend. And I'm good. This team was in playoff mode today. That's what they said. That's what Bowles freaking said in all his press conferences. This is playoff mode. Well, sir, no offense, but I don't want to see you in the playoffs if this is playoff mode. I'm good with watching this team get embarrassed on national TV. I've seen it more than enough just this year. I don't need to see it one more time. And hey, if Canales taking this division gets rid of Bulls, I'm all for the Panthers winning. Go ahead and win the division, guys, because what needs to be said? And it's not even about the OC position, guys, because this team has played Russian roulette with the OC for 3 years, and it was inevitable that there was going to be a dud. And unfortunately, you rolled the dud. It took 3 times, but you got it. But this guy has been your defensive coach for 4 years, and every year his defense gets worse. He should have been fired last year, but for some reason, it was Cohen that effed up and became a snake, and that's why. Because I would take Cohen right now over Todd Bowles. It's not even close, but that's beside the point. It's always going to be go Bucks, but until this team is serious, I will never think this team is serious until Todd Bowles is fired. And that's all I got to say. I hope you guys have a wonderful night.
Good call.
Really good call. Yeah, I think most people are going to get their wishes. I think, and it's to his own. This is his own fault, man. Honestly, I get it. Injuries suck. There's been some tough ones. Hard to fucking win football games when you're missing your interior and so on and so forth. But dude, when you start out the fucking football game in a must-win game and give up a 55-yard kickoff return right at the beginning of the game,
after
choosing
to kick it off.
After choosing to kick it off, and you've been making mistakes, and you want to hold everybody accountable except the coaches in your fucking locker room. Fuck that, bro. I don't want to hear it anymore. I've now tuned you out. I'm done. I'm done.
Like I said, it's hard for me to even say it, but yeah, it's time. Like it's time.
Woo! I have a lot to say. I'm gonna try my best to get it inside 2 minutes. Josh Grizzard, I feel like I'm a fucking broken record at this point. Why is this little pussy still here? A little rain made that bitch turtle up and fucking call pussy plays. Yes, anyone defending Grizzard at this point doesn't know football. Those are not good play calls. I don't give a fuck about the rain, you stupid bitch.
Wow.
Call better plays. There is no reason to throw the ball to Cade Otton in front of the sticks for a first down. That is completely stupid. Do you know how the game works? You need a first down so you can keep the ball, dumbass. Baker Mayfield. Oh my God. I'm about to get in a Royal Rumble with all you motherfuckers on Twitter that blame Emeka Egbuka for that missed touchdown. If you think that missed touchdown was on Emeka Egbuka. I don't care who you are a complete moron. You don't know football. If a wide receiver, even if it was Mike fucking Evans, is running down, has to turn completely around and leap for the ball when he's wide fucking open, that is a bad throw.
Hit his hands.
Baker Mayfield missed that touchdown, not Emeka. It hit him in his hands, so he should catch it. It hit him in his hands because he jumped for it. He shouldn't have had to jump for it. He was a first-round draft pick. So was Baker Mayfield.
That's a good point.
I don't know what to do about this team anymore. I'm sick of it. We're not going to make the playoffs. Panthers are going to kill us. I'm done.
Wow. Cody has had enough. He's like me. He's had enough since the first Saints matchup. I've been annoyed with this for a while. I've been annoyed with this nonsense for a while, dude. A while. And don't look now, but we're about to wear the fucking ugliest uniforms in all of football with the fucking most losing nonsense attached to them on national TV against the fucking Falcons. And guess who? Kirk Cousins, who just loves to fuck us in the ass, right? We have that guy coming into town. We're wearing those uniforms and it's on national television. Yeah. I mean, I don't get it. Like, I would change the uniform. I don't give a fuck what you announce if you're the Bucs.
We got C. Dottie coming on the show on Wednesday night to talk about those Atlanta Falcons and this book. I kind of want him to do a crash out video for us. I feel like we need to employ him to do one for us because it's been like I need that kind of just sheer fucking anger because I feel it inside, but I'm too old to let it out like that. I need somebody young like him just to take the reins and just show me how to do that because he lost it. I got one in the chamber, for them getting eliminated yesterday, but I think I'll be dropping that tomorrow. Anyways, you can't miss Thursday's show.
Loose Cannons podcast. Sat Will Blake. Beyond fucking angry, honestly. They're shit.
Scottish guy.
Rubbish decisions all over the park, all over the field. Honestly, terrible. Cade Otton, worst tight end in the NFL. Oh, we go again Thursday.
That was so good, that part. Cade Otton. The way he said Cade Otton was beautiful, man. Oh my God.
Listen, that's a man who's lost. He's lost all hope.
Terrible. Cade Otton, worst tight end in the NFL.
So good.
I've got to have that. I got to have that every time he drops a pass or decides to hand it off to the defensive player. This is from a guy named New Jack.
What's up, Loose Cannon Pods? It's your boy New Jack, newest member of the Bucs Discord community. I love dry rub, but I don't love losing the fucking Saints. Fuck the Saints. We wasted the Chris Braswell sack game. We wasted Zion McCollum's first interception of the season. Like, I'm fucking done with this team if we lose on Thursday. Fuck the Falcons.
Right to the point.
Yeah, can we talk about how everybody we said needed to step up did?
And Greg Gaines.
Greg Gaines.
He played the game of his career. Chris Braswell, game of his career. And we lost. They wasted those two magical moments. How about everybody? Shout out to those of you who were watching the show and knew that there was a Chris Braswell breakout game that we had predicted.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And he started off hot and then decided he wasn't going to sack the quarterback if he got near him.
Big fan of the podcast. I've really held off on leaving a voicemail because I arrogantly thought that things would improve.
You're an idiot.
They haven't. I think Sammer is kind of hitting the nail on the head in some of his tweets. I actually think the biggest problem right now in Tampa Bay is Josh Grizzard.
Easily the best call.
I don't hate the guy. I think it was the right hire at the time. He had a great third down offense last year. I thought I was happy with the hire completely.
I think I hate him more than Greg Gaines.
And it may end up being the miss that actually loses Todd Bowles his job. This is an offensive football league in the NFL. And the Bucs offense has been atrocious since before the bye, since Detroit, since the Saints game. This offense is bad, really bad. And I blame that on the OC. And Sammer, again,
thank you.
Dead right. says you need more creativity when things aren't going well, when people are injured, when your quarterback's hurt, when your quarterback's off, when your receivers are dropping balls.
This guy's smart, dude.
And there's none of it. There's no way to scheme people out. And Snake Liam Cohen, don't like the guy.
Hate him.
But he was really good at getting Baker in rhythm when he was off, giving layups for Baker to get him on, having just plays in the bag that could get him a first down when they needed it. It's totally gone. And I genuinely think if you keep Rizard, the season may unravel. You know, football's unpredictable. Maybe they can win with that clown, but I think Josh Rizard's got to go. Jason Lightman, great GM. He's got to step in here. He's got to put the hammer down and, you know, push Todd into firing the special teams coordinator and firing the OC if they want any chance. Otherwise, Todd's going to lose his job. And there's going to be a lot of question marks about this team going in the future, which I really don't want with the Panthers surging. So, you know, thanks guys always for giving great insight, but man, things look bad in Tampa.
Can we say that was the best call ever?
Yeah, I thought it was AI, and I think that was completely scripted. Can we all agree on that?
There's no way. That was natural, organic call.
Sammer was right about 11 times, bro. Nobody's.
I can't help it if I'm right. I mean,
no.
I mean, if you're right, you're right. You know, what do they say? If you're right, you're right. Is that what they say? If you're right, you're right.
People do forget. Like they've been. Let me try again. They've been preparing for life without Todd Bowles. They considered making a change last offseason. They did. Didn't work out. Clearly, whatever decision they ultimately made ended up blowing up in their face. And then they ended up extending Todd, and here we are. But I think they're prepared, and they've been looking, at least preparing behind the scenes for what's next. And they're gonna let him. Nobody's getting fired before the season ends.
That'll never happen.
No. Rizard's not getting fired. The special teams coordinator, Todd, we're here until
they will be gone Black Monday, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's they basically have their own fate in their own hands. And if I'm Todd Bowles right now, I'm not worrying about this game against Atlanta at all. I don't play Mike Evans or T-Mac. I completely focus all my attention on the Carolina Panthers games because those are the only two games that you have to win in order to get into the playoffs. And then from there,
yeah. But if you lose to the Falcons, it helps the Panthers.
Meaningless. No, if we beat the Panthers twice, we're in. Greg Allman said it.
We're not going to beat the Panthers twice. That's what I'm saying. If you beat them once and lose to the Falcons,
how do you know, dude? How do you know? Give David.
How do I know? How do I know?
You don't know.
Did you watch the game yesterday? Do you think that offensive production is going to beat a team that has a very good secondary? And do you think that defensive production is going to stop a team that can run the ball down anyone's throat? The two things we are not good at, the two things we're absolutely the worst at, we're going to face strengths. You think we're going to beat them twice? You're fucking drunk. You're high. You're drunk. You're dumber than I thought.
First of all, we know Dave Canales' weaknesses. We know his weaknesses. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is we know his weaknesses. All right.
Presley TX 199 super chat. I'd rather have Shiano back adjusting the AC. I'm going to send you back that 199, and if you ever fucking say anything positive about Greg Schiano, I will ban you from this channel. And just so you guys know, you want to get your voicemails played? That was a very good voicemail example on how to get it done.
That was all right.
I'm just saying, man. This is from Zach, a.k.a. Fuck the Saints.
What's going on, loose cannons? This is my first time doing a voicemail, but after watching this fucking Saints and Bucs game, I'm just over with Todd Bowles, man. I mean, it's the same shit every year. Start off good, middle season slump, and fight for the playoffs to the end, and it's just not good enough, man. It's the same shit every year, and it's gonna be the same thing happen every year if we keep this coaching staff. I hate to see such a great, talented team get wasted just by bad coaching. Josh Grizzard, how the fuck you call it?
Grizzard, I love Grizzard.
I don't even know what the hell. I don't even think he knows what he's doing anymore.
He doesn't.
And Todd Bowles is supposed to be a master defensive mind, and man, he can't even coach the defense to defend a 2-win football team. Now 3 wins. It's just ridiculous, man. At the end of the day, I'm still gonna ride for my Bucs. I hope we can push out strong and make a strong finish. Go Bucs.
Zach's had enough.
That's how you do it, man. All right. I don't want this team to lose. I don't want this team to fall apart, and I just don't. I don't care how bad we've looked. I still want us to win football games. I do. So, yeah. Wow. What?
Oh boy.
Not, she said.
It's Crown. I'm back. I don't even have the energy to crash out because I sat in the rain for 4 hours and I'm fighting hypothermia, watching this team lose to a team that was 2-10 entering the game. We struggled to beat a 3-8 team the week before.
Is this guy AI?
And we got our ass kicked for 3 weeks in a row before that.
Robot.
I just disappointed, man. I could scream and yell into this phone, but I honestly am just fucking disappointed.
He sounds like
this is not,
in
my opinion, a playoff team. This is not a Super Bowl team. This is not a Super Bowl coaching staff. And I'll go back one. We're wasting a Super Bowl team right now. We're wasting a Super Bowl offense. We're wasting it.
This is a robot.
I'm super disappointed, man. I can't believe I sat through that.
Oh, Cali Bucks, he's not AI. He's just dying. Didn't you hear him?
I don't know, man.
They killed him. The Bucks killed this man.
Yeah, bro. I'm kind of
I don't know.
I hope you got an IV or something.
We are really at the Dungy moment right now. We are at the Tony Dungy moment right now. And Jason and the owners need to decide, is the team more important or is the coaching more important? Because we are about to waste the most critical time in Baker's career on a bunch of fucking non-proven offensive coordinators. It's fucked.
That was it. Wow.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried for some of y'all's health right now. King Cook, I think you specifically in the chat, you do it with me, bro. Take a deep breath.
That's your deepest breath? That's pretty sad.
No, I didn't want to actually. I can do breath work. I don't think people want to actually do a breath work episode.
Breath work.
We can do that.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a breath work guy, dude.
Yeah. Can you?
You want me to do something?
Hey, Tampa Bay. The Bucs know how to shine. Hey, this is Tom Michigan. How you guys doing tonight, peeps? Hey, Tampa Bay. The Bucs know how to shine. I mean, my God, what a goddamn fucking amazing defensive game plan Todd Bowles wrote out there tonight. I mean, we held the second worst offense to 24 points. I mean, that's amazing when you think about it, right? And with 4 minutes left and 2nd and 15 from the Saints' 22-yard line, and we go with the run play. I mean, Josh Grizzard should be the offensive coordinator of the year. That's amazing. I mean, this whole game plan should be sent to the Hall of Fame, just like Belichick's in Super Bowl 25. It's amazing. But you know what's even more amazing? I'm fucking drunk, boys. And goddamn, we're fucking losing this shit over to the fucking Saints. Goddamn, now I got to go to work tomorrow and hear from all these fucking Lion fans about all this goddamn fucking bullshit about the fucking Tampa Bay Buccaneers. At least to God, I got 2 fucking Super Bowl rings to say something about. But you know what's even more amazing is something's fucked up about this goddamn franchise. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with this goddamn franchise? And I'm not talking about the Glazers either. There is something fundamentally wrong about this franchise.
All right. I'm done.
That's
Jesus, bro. Put the fucking bottle down, guy.
Holy
shit. What is going on there?
Bucks have destroyed their fan base.
Jeez.
G'day, guys. God, that was depressing. I mean, I'm not a negative caller by any means, but that was just awful. That was one of the worst Todd Bowles losses I have seen. And I haven't been a Bucs fan for very long. I'm not going to say it's like one of the worst Bucs losses, but in the context of the season, the Saints being a 2-win team, and to put that out when everything's on the line, just fucking awful. Even the first series was just awful from our defense. I mean, the Saints get a 54-yard return, so special teams showing up again, and then the middle's wide open. Zion doesn't cover Olave properly, and it doesn't result in anything, but just ridiculous. Bad tackling all day, drops on offense. Baker just being off, play calls, putting things like not in front of the sticks, like that Otten final 4th down where he just didn't even run past the 4th down line for whatever reason.
That's on him.
It just doesn't make sense. I mean, we still don't have a tight end touchdown this entire year.
Good.
This is ridiculous. You're playing in the rain and you don't have anything for your tight ends. Your big body guys. You've got like Sterling Shepard trying to block guys. I mean, the Saints are just running into a backfield, tackling running backs before they could even get the ball. There's just so much wrong, man. Like, I don't know where to begin. It's just everything at the moment. It just fucking shits me off. So I'm sorry about this call, but honestly, go Bucs.
Shits me off is great. Okay, I'm adding it to my repertoire.
Shits me off
because this is shit me off. Honestly, listen, we all heard the cliche, and it's cliche because it's real. Tight end is a quarterback's best friend. Look what they did to dumbass, goofy ass Tyler Shuck yesterday. Just like, listen, bro, we're gonna make it real easy for you. None of these, 12-yard outs, nothing crazy, no crazy deep balls. We're just going gentle, nice and easy, right down the middle, man. We're just going to let you just take advantage of the easiest play in football. And we don't have that in our offense, or at least it's not prioritized. So that tells you everything you need to know there. There's just been too many play calls to fucking, you could point at and be like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Sterling Shepard fade in the end zone, probably the worst one of the season. So I this guy, he's just in over his head. Not qualified, and it shits me off, bro. Fucking shits me off.
People are in the chat are talking about that Cade Otton not running past the sticks and the throw being low. The throw was low, but you know what? Cade Otton still does need to run past the sticks. The entire team yesterday, outside of Chris Godwin, didn't run past the sticks. It seemed on any play. Like that's something is wrong there. The depth of these receivers' routes don't make sense. You see guys in the same spot at the same time like every week. The depth don't make it just none of it makes any sense.
Yeah, but
it's coaching, it's execution, everybody involved. It's all trash.
I'm sure the play call, was to be beyond the sticks. It's just the execution, the timing, it's all off. That's what you practice every week, right? You practice that execution, you practice the timing. You can blame it on the players and say they didn't execute. Maybe you're not practicing it hard enough. Maybe you're not practicing it well enough. Maybe the guys you have in that position.
Maybe you're practicing against a team with no middle linebackers.
Right. There you go. Maybe it's not the good on good isn't good enough. But whatever.
Good on shit.
Whatever it is, it ain't working, bro. And it's coaching isn't just calling the plays during the game. It's how you prepare this team on paper, mentally, physically, for everything that the other team is going to show you, right? And then you're supposed to be smart enough to say, okay, this is what the Saints defense does. So we're going to make this play look like this, but we're going to do that to try to catch them off guard.
That's called game planning for the opponent, Stank.
Okay, but
we don't do that. We came up with a game plan for all 17 games in preseason game number 2, okay? And we're sticking to it, all right? And you're going to take the wide receiver screen and the 3rd and 1 run up the middle against the teeth of the defense, and you're going to fucking like it. You understand? Do you understand?
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
No, I don't accept that.
You don't have a choice.
Who's Curtis? My brothers.
He's crying. They made Luke cry.
I fucking didn't make this call, bro, until this morning, bro, because I wanted to give myself some fucking time to just fucking try to cool down.
He's crying. He's actually crying.
It didn't fucking work. It didn't fucking work, guys. It didn't work. I fucking woke up like Slung John broke into my motherfucking house and came in and gave me my midnight railing. And I'm supposed to wake up this morning and say, oh, I feel better. Huh? Daddy, give me some more. Fuck me. You fucking go back, you watch that fucking film, and you can see these motherfuckers loafing. Standing around collecting a motherfucking check. Some of those plays look like a motherfucking Keystone motherfucking caper. What the fuck? What the fuck was that, bro? What the fuck was I watching? Why am I so upset? Because this team has the talent on this motherfucker to be one of the best, if not the best fucking team in the fucking league, and they give us this shit. They go on Sunday and lay a turd in the middle of fucking Ray J. To what, a 2-10 team, bro? Now we gifted them a fucking 3-10 fucking record, bro? Motherfuckers. Fuck! Fuck!
They made our boy Lou cry, man. They made our boy cry.
We're all Lou, bro. I mean, how can you do it and say it any better than that?
That was a great phone call. And he waited, too. That's what's crazy.
Why is the GOAT?
Evan T. says, Vixen, please spell Nate Shieldhaas and pronounce it correctly. He's our new head coach in 2026.
Good evening, people, friends, and fellow suffering individuals or beings. I don't discriminate. It's Evan T. here. Let's start a process of baking apple pie. First, we need to prepare the apples by slicing them. Next, let's preheat the oven to... Oh, sorry, were we supposed to be talking about the Buccaneers? I really don't want to. Just like the Buccaneers apparently didn't want to play yesterday. Where do you want me to start? How 3 fucking seconds into the game, we let the Aints start at midfield because Thomas McFuckass wasn't fired 2 months ago? How about how in the very first play, Zion almost gave up a bomb right away? How about how Logan Hall had 2 hands around White Vic and couldn't bring him down? How about how Emeka and Baker have been regressing since Seattle? How about throwing a fucking go ball to Otten, the globalist shithead? In New Orleans, it took us 8 tries to score from the 1-yard line. Yesterday, it took us 7 tries to get 1 yard on 4th down. The team is falling fast. A lot has to be put on Bowles. 3 names we got to put out there. Nate Shieldhouse, Mike LaFleur, Clint Kubiak. Remember those names. Can't wait to play Thursday. We all thought that this game was cursed before the season started because it was the Falcons and Thursday Night Football and the Creamsicles. What we didn't know then is Kirk Cousins, who ripped our ass apart last year, is starting. The Falcons are playing spoilers because they're already eliminated from the playoffs, and they can't lose a spot in the draft because they don't have a first pick anyway. And lastly, last year, the Gus Swayze video dropped on Thursday Night Football. Take a wild guess what's dropping on Amazon Prime on Thursday night. Our season died when Evans' wind got knocked out of him in the Detroit game. This season's a tragedy in the making, going from 5-1, then losing 5 out of 7. I'm sick of it. This fan base is sick of it. It's mediocrity year after year, but as long as Bowles is here, it's never going to change.
He called that quarterback White Vic.
He did. And you know what? It looked like White Vic out there. It might as well have been Michael Vick.
I mean, think about this, Stank. If it wasn't for Anthony Nelson playing absolutely nuclear in one of the best, I think the best game of his entire life, high school, middle school, all of it, we don't win the other game against the same fucking team.
Yeah.
And they probably march in here 3-9 and get a fucking 4th win. Right? But, like, we've been saying this shit for weeks. None of this shit's new. It just finally imploded on itself. And if you guys out there think of Mike Evans coming back and J-Mac coming back and like that shit's not going to solve these issues. It might mask some of them. It ain't going to get any better. I mean, come on. Who are we fucking kidding? And don't look now. Ben Bredesen might be going to IR. So might as well just not start any offensive linemen from here on out. Can Chickawama, can he play all 5 positions at the same time? Is that possible?
Wow, Chickawama.
Can we just play all tackles? Get rid of, tell Graham Barton to sit on his ass on the bench and play all tackles.
Jason Light does love converting tackles into guards.
There you go.
He likes to convert, likes to draft guys and convert them. Yeah.
What are those guys? Those guys that go out and talk about like Christianity and try to, what are those called?
Jehovah's Witness. I don't
No. When they usually go out to like Africa and shit like that, and they try to turn people into Christian out there. What are they called?
The fuck are we talking about on this podcast right now?
That's Jason Light. Just wants to convert people. Trying to convert left tackles to centers, left tackles to guards, guards to wide receivers. What do you play? No. Kate Otten, you're a wide receiver now. Come out here. Yep. We're playing you as wide receiver 3 in the rain against the worst defense in the league. Who knows we're going to throw you a go ball on 3rd and fucking 13 after we ran the ball on 2nd and 15.
How about the 4th and 1 middle stretch toss to Bucky?
It was a fake though, with a really nice fake. No, dude, nothing. We lost that game, Stank, when it was 2nd and 15, and we decided to run the ball up the middle. And with under 5 minutes down, we ran the ball up the middle on 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. And then we followed that up with even better play call. Go route down the sidelines to 1K Otten. I don't give a fuck if he was harassed, held, pass interference. Doesn't matter. Like, that dude wasn't going to catch that ball. And the ref is like, he wasn't going to catch it. Who are we kidding? I'm not just going to reward Grizzard for making that dumb call. I'm calling him Grizzard from now on. He doesn't deserve his own last name.
People in chat are saying missionaries. And
missionary.
Ironically, we've talked a lot about the missionary position on this podcast. This team isn't even doing missionary right. Missionary, you can't get wrong. Can you? It's hard to get missionary wrong. Even if you're trying to convert it into something else, right? At least you can listen. I think we can all agree we're designed for missionary, and we're fucking that up. We can't even get that right. Can't even get that right.
You know what? I wish Ben didn't get injured because I wanted to see Ben and Tristan and Mike and all these guys back just so I could show you motherfuckers how dumb Josh Grizzard is. Okay. Because I'd be willing to bet everything I fucking have that it wouldn't be any better than what it is now. That dude is not it. And as shitty as the defense is, for me to still hate that man more than our defense, that says a lot. That says a lot, man. I don't get it, man. And until anybody makes a fucking change, they're not going to listen to these guys. So we'll see what happens. I know you're apparently now rooting for us to win the division again, Stank. So I'm not rooting against us. Never rooting against us. I'm just saying.
Never stop. I ain't never gonna stop.
I'm with you.
Always root for this fucking football team to win. Always, always, always. Fuck that. I don't.
Do you believe that they'll
win? We lose, so the coach gets fired again. He's gonna get fired probably anyway. So
doesn't matter.
I won't ever do that. I won't ever do that.
But do you think we'll actually win?
I'm sick like that, bro. Of course. You think when we do score predictions Thursday night when C. Dottie's on the show, I'm going to pick the Falcons to win? No, it's not Inby. I can't do it. I won't do it. I'm fucked up in the head, bro. I just don't believe we'll lose ever.
Cecil says, why are we not running the offense through Tez? He felt silent. His less dropped in a Mecca. I don't think we've run the offense through him, but maybe manufacture some touches to the fastest guy on the team. The jerkiest, joystickiest guy on the team. Maybe just kind of, maybe a drag route across the middle against a linebacker. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what would be a huge problem on a drag route against a linebacker? Tez Johnson. Do you know what would be a huge problem catching passes in the intermediate to short zone area where they have to come and safeties have to crash down and try to tackle that guy? They don't do it
on a dime too. On a dime.
It's the same shit Leftwich was doing and Dave was doing, where it's back to the fucking defense. They run these little turnaround hitch plays, and the defenders are right on their back every single time. There's no motion in this offense. There's no run after the catch in this offense. It's ugly. And I know, the YouTube fucking scouts are going to say, well, look, I could show you right here where he ran this play and this is where I don't give a fuck.
Great.
Okay.
Great.
I know what I see out there.
When he runs a play and the defense still snuffs it out, like, how was that a great call? It didn't work because it didn't convert. That's all I care about. Like, come on, man. And whatever, man. It's just fucking stupid. I don't know. That's it, man. I got nothing else left. I thought I had a point here that was here, but no.
I thought you were playing the next voicemail.
No, that's it, man. There's nothing else to add to this shit.
I don't think this show or this team deserves a happy ending. I think that should have ended the show right there. I really believe that we should have just stopped it right at that moment. That's it. Lights off, roll credits. Fuck this fuck of a fucking football team. We'll see you Wednesday night or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, we will see you guys Wednesday night. Not Thursday night. That's when we're all going to be watching our team implode. But join us Wednesday night, where we're all going to have a grand old time, see? It's going to be a great one, see? Grab your cigars, pull up a chair, and let's go, Bucs.
Hold on a second. I just seen a name in the chat that I feel like I need, like air. And I don't know how we can do this, but Mr. Smitty, if you'll do us the honor to call in on Wednesday, you are Atlanta, right? You represent the Bucs in that town. We know how much you hate the Dirty Birds. We're going to have, like I've mentioned a couple of times, one of their own on the show with us on Wednesday. I feel like only you could potentially save us, right? We saw what Bucky did before the game, and then Grizzard tried to get him baptized again during the game. But maybe you need to get on here and give us
We need a prayer.
Direction.
We need prayer.
Direction. I'm lost. I'm lost.
We need God. This team needs God.
I'm lost.
Or something.
So,
we need somebody.
He said he will.
Superman,
he will.
Batman. We need anybody.
You're the only live caller of the season, and probably for good reason. Pastor Smitty will be on this show.
We need the pastor.
Live on Wednesday.
We need the pastor. See?
It's kickoff, set it off. Go to Vegas, bet it all. Put it on the Bucs win, whoever they gon' play gon' fall. Don't say I ain't told y'all. Loose cannons gon' fold y'all. Yeah, the Heat be 9-3, but it